that set them off. Again. Okay, so coming through that first half in about 43 seconds, aren't they? Don't have any formal timing. Probably a lot of you doing your own timings we go through. We'll try and keep a bit of an eye on it manually. Oh. Checking Sarah nicely tucked into that front bunch there, but it seems to be about 5 of them. So that should make it a bit easier. Share the load as people are running, not just running all by yourself. Get 140. Oh. So didn't quite get slightly ahead on the lap time, but yes, they're aiming for 1 minute 40. Looks like they're just slightly ahead on that one. The first 2 runners coming through. So apologies to the leaders. We're going to stay focused on this pack. So Reese at the front there and Sarah just behind. And a few others probably taking advantage of knowing there's going to be a good steady pace. And on paper, the people around Sarah are very similar time they're aiming for. So this could be a pack we'll see stick together all the way through the race. Okay, and 150, 140, yeah, so yeah, pretty much on. I'm going to have to get better at pressing my button as they roughly hit the 200 mark. Obviously, I can't be too scientific where I'm based up on the hill here. Oh, and I've totally lost the zoom. Apologies for that. There comes the pack. A bit on there. Okay, looking solid pace still. Let's see what they've. Yeah, I expect to see this very solid, steady pace all the way through. Nobody really worried about the racing for this one. Okay. Actually, I've got a timer being called out there, but yeah, again, fairly much on the pace. Hopefully you at home are doing a slightly better job pressing your stopwatch lap timer at the appropriate time. But it's looking pretty solid around that 140 mark. It's interesting to see if anyone else is going to take up some of the runnings. We've got Reese at the front, Sarah hanging on to the back of him. Whether anyone else will take a bit of the running or whether they'll just sit with her, time will tell. Okay, time being called out again. Oh, sure, that's helping you really work up when they're crossing. Not doing the best job hanging on to the pack. I've just lost him for the moment. Yeah, get them come around the bend. It's a slight confusion for me using the streaming software. I can't actually see through the camera what's happening, so I'm having to focus via the computer, which is kind of throwing me slightly, which is why I'm zigzagging over the place a bit, so apologies for that. Okay, back around again. Okay, Katie's moved up now and taking a bit of the running. Oh, it looks like that's Vicky just behind on that same pack there. Let's leave that cable alone. It's a slightly dodgy connection. Okay, still nicely solid in that pack. Yeah, they're looking fairly solid on that 140, I'd say. Pretty consistent. But yeah, Sarah being very hopeful for this one because she was at the recent World Masters in Stockholm earlier this year and was 2 seconds short of the world record at that time, setting a PB herself. But as I understand, there wasn't much in the way of competition that night. So if you lapped pretty much everybody, not that night, it was that day, the other medalists, I think. So yeah, we're hoping, okay, not great conditions, cooler, wetter, but we've got a nice pack to run with rather than just a solo run, as that was last time in Stockholm. The rain coming down quite hard now, unfortunately, but I'm sure they're in a zone where they're not too bothered by it. Okay, Vicky on her shoulder now, so settle nice in the pack, being sheltered from some of the conditions, hopefully. Okay, 143. I might have got the time slightly wrong on that. might have had a slightly slower lap, but I think I might have just missed the button on the drawing before. That would only be 1:43. But the previous one, 1:35, so I think it's as much my timing as they're running. Okay, the crowd giving up a bit of enthusiasm now. It's good, giving us some encouragement. That's 10, just around about 11 minutes gone. Oh. Okay, good solid pace. Hopefully she can hang on to that. Some words of encouragement from the runners around her. So all of the team here said this is, for those who aren't aware, the Decorum Macy Club Championship, so it's only open to our club athletes, but it just seemed the perfect opportunity for Sarah to have another go. Particularly her last opportunity really to run a 5K on the track as a 70 to 75-year-old. Definitely got that lap time wrong. My watch decided to lock on me. I'm not paying enough attention to it. Let me track them down again. There we go. Not too busy. A bit of lapping going on. Luckily, not too busy an event. 20 or so runners max. I think a few didn't turn up the run, so there'll be some lapping, but not too much heavy traffic, because I'm hopefully to worry about. It looks like I have 3 in the pack now, so Katie's pulled ahead a bit. But yeah, Reese and Vicky still running with Sarah in the middle now. It's interesting when Sarah does move up an age group, she's in very strong position for another world record, but it's only just recently been broken by an American runner who took quite a large chunk off the existing world record with 75 to 80-year-old group, but Sarah's at the current pace a couple of minutes ahead of that, so it's going to be really fun to see what she can do next season. Sarah did win gold medal in the 800, 1500 and 5000 meters, all at the World Championships in Stockholm in 70 to 75. So our best masters athlete, definitely our best female masters athlete. I can't remember if there's a male who's got more medals, but yeah, 3 golds like that was. And relatively recent to running. So Sarah didn't run when she was younger, took it up, I think in her 60s, if I've got the story right. She'll be able to correct us later. I think if I understand it right, I was going to visit friends in Cape Town who said, you must try this thing called park run. Which is her husband George, and they had to go at that thing called park run and never looked back really. Okay, okay, getting to the hard part of the race now. I think they're taking her on. So 15 minutes down by my clock. Again, very unofficial, just done on the watch. The gun from the far end, so we'll need to catch up with the proper timekeepers at the end of the race. Oh. I missed that last lap time, so see if I can get myself better organised this time. Some of the other cheering going on, of course, forgetting this is a championship, so PBs up for grabs, age group records up for grabs, age group medals up for grabs across the club. It looks like Vicky might be moving on to her race plan now, so Sarah and Reese look like they're going to work their way through the rest of this. Going back into the straight again, so Vicky, let's move back to Sarah and Reese. The crowd support building up there, not sure if the microphone's picking it up. I can try to turn it down to avoid the feedback. You might be missing any of that. There's rain coming down again, not ideal. Try not to mess with the cable at the action end. There's Katie coming round. Okay, just off bend, so I've just locked them for a moment. That's going to come around, Captain, come around the bend. Okay. Okay, coming up the bell now. Okay. About 200 to go. So yeah, looking at my watch there, it doesn't look like the conditions have helped Sarah, and I'm not going to be able to get there, unfortunately, tonight, by the look of it. But it's going to be a phenomenally fast run. Be interested to look up the stats and see where I'm ranked. For group, it'll still be pretty high up there. Okay, so we're coming through to the end now. Cheering for the crowd, get her right over the line. Very good job. 20 by my watch on there. Don't get very much. Have you? Can you relocate around there? Yeah, maybe we can relocate the camera, go down the seesaw. So yeah, about 21:48 or so. But so yeah, 20:56 is the world record. But actually on 2014, 21:34 was the age group world record. So. And 22:41. So in fact, the 75 to 80 world record is 22:41 currently. So by my watch, he is still, albeit 1 month too young, which is well within the 75 to 80 world record in a month's time on a better, not so rainy, windy, cold night. Right, let me see what we can do to get a post-match reaction. I have to relocate, do some digging around, get me reconnected. I'll do it just by wandering down. Let's have a look. Best I'm walking down. So, computer in my hand. I'll get Billy up. Catch the end of the race. I come down. everybody getting ready for the next race, next run. I'm getting rained on now. I have to catch there at the end. If I can get the camera connected, probably won't manage to connect.